Hello everyone, my name is Beau and I'm a Chelsea and Maxfield FC fan.
And my name is John. I am a Man United fan.
So this is the first podcast in the space of 2 weeks. Normally we plan to do a podcast every week, but we did do one last week, did we? So
we're just very busy sometimes, aren't we? We can't always fit one
in. So we'll just go through game week 8 games. We'll go through the main ones. First off, Chelsea played Burnley away, and we finally won.
You finally won a game.
4-1. I didn't watch the game, but from what I've heard and seen, it was a pretty good game.
Yeah, I think. I was watching. Was we watching the United game? I think, weren't we?
Yeah, United played Brentford, so I think we did. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the Chelsea game, some of the young uns scored, so that's good to see.
It was a good result, going the right way for Chelsea that game.
So next game, United won 2-1 to Brentford. They won finally.
Yeah, that's a major talking point because they won the game in injury time.
Yeah.
It was 1-0 the whole match, and
United you scored
just
2.
Look brilliant, and we scored
2 in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, in the last 3 minutes. I mean, 3 points is 3 points. Happy days. But the performance of the team still needs a bit of work.
Improvement.
Yeah, it still needs improvement.
So last Sunday's game, this is a big mess up because Arsenal won against City.
Yes, they did.
Now, as you said in the last podcast, City have some injuries. So whether that's to do with this, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I mean, if you look at the tabloids, if you read the tabloids, there's question marks. What's actually going on at City?
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, they have got quite a big injury list, and maybe that's just upsetting the balance of the team a little bit. I don't know. But you can't really take it away from Arsenal. They dug in. They played well and they got the result, didn't they?
Yeah. So moving on, this week is international break again.
Absolutely.
So today we're going to cover the England games. Today on Friday, England are playing Australia.
Oh, yeah, they'll do that. They'll win England.
You think?
Yeah. I'm sure they will. Is it? Where is it? Is it at home?
Yeah, at home.
Oh, yeah, they'll do that. I'm expecting a 2-0 win, England. I'm
going 2-0 and all.
Yeah.
But
he's left some key players out there, hasn't he? Some experienced players.
So he's left out Mason Mount and Raheem Sterling. Yeah, I'm surprised he's left out Sterling, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because he's been doing decent at Chelsea.
Yeah. I
mean,
Mount's kind of gone the opposite way at Man United, hasn't he? He's gone a little bit south, really, at United.
Yeah, he's not really had any game time, though. He's had some, but he's not had as much game time as he would like to have.
Yeah, fair comment.
So next game, Tuesday the 17th, England play Italy. That's a big one because it's Italy.
One. Is that a friendly or qualifier, that one?
Friendly.
Friendly.
So the one against Australia's quali.
Quali, yeah.
This one against Italy is a friendly.
Same again. I mean, it's a friendly. England always seem to do well in friendlies against Italy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go for a 1-0 win there for England.
Okay. I'm going to go 1-0.
1-0, yeah.
Just because we know what happened in our last game with Italy. We know what happened.
You mean the final?
Yeah.
That final, that penalty shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't talk about that anymore.
Yeah. So I think obviously because Italy have some good players. So obviously they're going to turn up.
Yeah, I mean England like to beat the big teams, but
yeah, they
only seem to do it in friendlies or in group stages when it really matters.
Yeah.
They kind of bottle it a little bit. So, but yeah, I'm going for 1-0 now. You're going for 1-0, aren't you? Next game.
So that's it for international break.
Oh, okay.
Next week, the Premier League comes back.
Oh, we're doing some predictions on that, are we?
Yeah, so
Okey-dokey.
Saturday the 21st, Liverpool play Everton. So that's Merseyside derby.
Huge derby. As with most derbies, you can't really call it, you know what I mean? You've got one side of Liverpool near the bottom of the table, I think, in the Everton.
Yeah.
And then you've got Liverpool top half.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of always fancy Liverpool doing it.
Mm.
I mean, I'm no Liverpudlian fan. But they are difficult to call, them derbies.
Yeah.
Between them two. What's your thinking on that, Beau? What are you predicting?
I reckon Liverpool have clearly got it in the bag.
Yeah.
I'm going 2-1 Liverpool.
Well, I'm going to push the boat out on this one, and with it being a derby, I'm actually going to go 1-0 Everton.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though they're obviously like the bottom half of the table, they haven't been really doing that good for the past few seasons. So
They just turn up for the local derby.
yeah.
Next game.
Next game. Bournemouth and Wolves. Bournemouth are at home here. Bournemouth, I think they're pretty much bottom half of the table.
Whereabouts are Wolves?
I don't know. Wolves are 14th.
Yeah.
Bournemouth's 19th. So they're both bottom half of the table.
Not doing very well, are they, Bournemouth, this season? Oh, God.
I'm going 1-0 with that one.
I don't really watch any other team, to be honest with you. I know it sounds a bit daft for this podcast, but you're going what, sorry?
1-0.
You're going 1-0. I share that view. 1-0.
Yeah.
I'll go for 1-0. Next game.
Next game is Brentford versus Burnley at home. Brentford 15th with...
Burnley just propping up Bournemouth.
Oh, Burnley were 18th.
What did you say? Burnley and who?
Burnley and Brentford.
Burnley and Brentford, yeah. I'm going to have to go for a Brentford win there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Burnley have still got good goals in them now. 2-1 Brentford.
Okay, I'm going 1-0 Brentford.
Okie
dokie. Next game, City and Brighton.
Yeah, I mean, you expect City to win that all day long.
Yeah, I think because of the way they lost against Arsenal, that might be a bit of like a knock of confidence.
Yeah, knock the confidence a little bit. I mean, Brighton can turn up, any of the big clubs.
I mean, they're sixth at the minute. They're doing pretty well.
Yeah, they're a well-organised team. I'm still going to have to go for a Man City win. 2-0 Man City.
Okay, I'm going 1-0.
Oh, very interesting. 1-0.
Next game, Newcastle versus Crystal Palace.
Oh.
Now, Newcastle being in 8th.
Yeah, Palace are in 9th. Pretty evenly matched, if you look.
1 point between them at the moment.
Yeah. But I'm a little bit biased. I've got a soft spot for Newcastle. I'm going for a Newcastle win there, and I'm actually going to go for a 3-0 thrashing.
Ooh, I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle. So we're pretty close with our predictions there.
Okie-dokie.
Next game, Forest and Luton. So Forest are 13th with Luton in 17th.
Yeah. Be a good game, actually. Good game, that. I'll go for a 1-0 Nottingham Forest.
Okay, I'm going 1-0. I think that will be a pretty even game.
Yeah. Next
game. Big game, this next game. Chelsea versus Arsenal.
Ooh.
That's North London derby. Now, if we're being honest, our Chelsea's hopes will be up for this, even though there's a big
it's a
place
derby.
difference.
They won convincingly, as we just spoke about before. They won convincingly last week, didn't they? So the confidence is going to be pretty high.
Yeah.
And it's a derby. It's a London derby. I think Arsenal are just going to have a little bit too much for you.
Yeah,
But
I think the same.
I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay. I think Arsenal are going to absolutely thrash us. But I do think we will get a goal in there. I'm saying 3-1.
Okay.
So the last game for Saturday, Sheffield United versus Manchester United.
Sheffield United. Yeah. I mean, look at it on paper. Sheffield United propping the bottom up, position 20th with 1 point.
Sheffield United with 1 point.
Yeah. I mean, United aren't exactly doing brilliant for United, are they, in 10th place with 12 points? You've got to go United.
Yeah.
I'm going to go a 2-0 United there.
Going 1-0 United.
Okay.
So, the first and only game for Sunday, Villa versus West Ham.
Villa versus West Ham.
So, Villa are fifth and West Ham are 7th.
Yeah.
So, if you put that into perspective, that is basically, I wouldn't say it's a massive game, but it's definitely a game that's got goals in there, I think.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
I was actually just going to go for a 1-1 draw with that one. What are you
Ooh.
thinking?
I'm going 2-1 West Ham.
West Ham, okay. Okay.
So, Monday the 23rd, Spurs and Fulham.
Spurs and Fulham, yeah. Right.
That's derby, isn't it?
Yeah.
London.
Another London derby.
I reckon Spurs have got this in the bag.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that one.
Even though Fulham are 12th and Spurs are first, actually.
Yeah, they're flying at the minute, aren't they?
I'm going 2-1 Spurs, Dad. What's your prediction?
I'm going to go for... I'm liking my goals, my predictions this week. I'm going to go all out 3-0 Tottenham.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for next week's games. We'll just whiz through quickly for the news segment. Some of this news is kind of outdated because I did this script ages ago.
Okay.
So the first one, De Gea is considering retirement as he turns down offers from Saudi Arabia. What do you think about that, Dad?
I don't know why he left United. When I look at what we've got now, he should have stayed. The boy should have stayed.
I mean, he's been at United for pretty much a decade.
Yeah.
He's been there for ages. So
How old is he? He's not that old, is he?
No.
I mean, for a keepers
he's
go for a while, don't they?
middle 30s, late 30s, I think.
Just going to have to Google this one.
So, yeah. In my opinion, as being a Chelsea fan...
He's 32.
He's 32?
He's so young.
I thought he was older than that. So, yeah. He's been there since he was pretty much 20 years old.
18, 19, I think he was when he was at United. I remember that far back. No, I don't think the guy should retire. I think maybe he's not at the top of his game, but there's plenty of football teams out there.
He's still
got it.
Yeah.
He's a good keeper.
Next one, Julian Nagelsmann appointed Germany boss until the end of Euro 2024, which was actually the role that Klopp has reportedly rejected, and that's from Mail on Sunday.
Oh, he's married to Liverpool, isn't he, Klopp? So.
Yeah. So,
yes.
I think with all the Germany things going on,
they're rebuilding their team though, aren't they? They've had it hard. When you consider the heights that Germany have gotten to, as a national team. I think they're still in the rebuilding process. Coming out the other side of it, interesting to see what they can come up with the next tournament.
Yeah.
I hope the guy does well for him.
What do you think about Klopp rejecting that offer, or reportedly rejecting it?
I don't think much about Klopp at all, to be honest with you.
I think just because he's the Liverpool manager, you don't really care, do you?
Not really, no. I don't particularly. No, I'm not a big fan.
So Daily Mirror report that United are ready to sell Sancho in the January transfer window after deciding to cut their losses.
That doesn't surprise me.
To be fair, I haven't seen...
Where was he, at Bayern Munich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen him play at United. So I don't...
No, he's not played
He's
a
had
lot,
nothing
but
at
when he
all.
has played, I mean, you know, the guy was supposed to be a goal-scoring machine.
Yeah.
He's not really delivered. And when you look at the tabloids and you hear about what the manager said and what he said, it's quite obviously there's friction there. And, yeah, I mean, if he's not willing to, you know, put his talent, you know, to good use there, what's the point in staying?
Yeah. So I don't blame United thinking about that, because he's hardly played. He's had not much game time, so yeah, I don't blame United there.
No, I'm with you on that one, Bob.
So the Daily Mirror also say that Steven Gerrard admitted that he would have stayed at Liverpool if he knew Klopp was on the way.
Really? Interesting statement.
How old is Gerrard? Is he...
Oh, God,
He still should be old enough to still be playing football.
I think he's about 10 years younger than me, maybe. I don't know. Not sure. I'm going to have to look
I
at
mean,
this now.
I think... when did... Oh, 43.
He's 43, yeah. I don't think he was far behind me.
I mean, Klopp
How long has he been at Liverpool, Klopp?
Klopp joined a while ago. It's quite a few years ago. So, what would you have thought if Steven Gerrard had actually stayed at Liverpool when Klopp came?
I just think it's an interesting statement, to be honest with you. So I'll just try to look out now when he actually went to Liverpool. When did he go to Liverpool? Can't see anything here off the top of my head.
Wait. Dad. Go for one then. So he's been at the club since 2015.
2015, so what's that? 8 years. Gerrard's 43, 35. End of his career, 35. Probably wouldn't have made much difference.
Right. Dad wants the toilet.
Okay. Shall we wrap that one up at that, and then moving on swiftly now?
So.
Well, you've got this next one. Then you talk. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'll talk. Gary Neville says United won't make top 5 this season, and City's treble hangover gives Arsenal a big title chance. That's
Gary's talking quite a lot of sense there, I think.
You think?
I think he could be right, yeah.
I think if United keep, winning, I think they'll make top 5 if they keep winning. I think they will. And obviously with City just winning the treble, they're obviously just, they've just lost as well. So I think that will give Arsenal a big chance to win the league. And with Arsenal being first as well at the moment, that will pretty much give them the big boost to get them to win the title. So I think Gary Neville is talking some sense there. So the next one, Wayne Rooney leaves DC United by mutual consent, and he has recently just signed a new contract with Birmingham City. Now, Birmingham City, I think they're in the Champions League. Either Champions League or League One. I can't remember. Then the Championship, in 6th place. Now, I reckon that's good for Birmingham. I reckon that is, because obviously with their top, obviously half of the table, so they've already been doing decent even before their manager left. But yeah, I think that's decent for Birmingham, I think. They're 18 points in the Championship, so yeah, I reckon that's a decent one. Here we go, Dad's back.
What's that, love? What are you talking about, Rooney?
Yeah, Rooney leaves DC United by mutual consent, and he's recently just signed a contract with Birmingham City, who are in the Championship.
Is that political talk for he was pushed before he jumped? He jumped before he was pushed. Sacked. Mutual consent. I don't know. Don't know what's going on there. Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Going to where? Where's he going to?
Birmingham City.
Birmingham City, yeah. I mean, he did all right at Derby, didn't he? So, yeah, I could see him doing that.
Next one, United are set to offer Lindelof a new contract.
Ooh.
And you're a United fan, so
yeah,
I mainly want your opinion on this.
I like the guy, but he's just not... He's not consistent enough for me.
No, the fire alarm's going off. We'll just ignore that.
Just ignore that. The house is not on fire.
Yeah,
We'd just like to clarify. Somebody's cooking tea downstairs.
Yeah, Mum's cooking tea while we're filming this, so the house is not on fire. Let's just clarify that. Yeah, what do you think about
yeah. He's not consistent enough for me. I do like him as a player, but you're at a big club like Man United, you need to be consistent week in and week out, and he just isn't consistent enough. Offering him another deal probably saying to me that there isn't anybody else out there that they could really replace him with.
Yeah.
Or willing to spend money on to replace him with. I think it's the less of the two evils. Give the guy another deal.
I think that's also telling me that no other club will take him. That's what I think.
No, I kind of disagree with that. Like I say, he is a good player. He's just not consistent. But I think United are kind of hamstrung a little bit there, whereas they can't really replace him, so they know what they've got. Give him another deal.
Last few, David Beckham says that United needs stability and believes he knows who the right people are to take over United.
Oh, right. Cryptic talk. Right people. I wonder who the right people are.
So...
Do you have any idea what he's talking about?
No.
I
do believe that he's right, that United needs stability. I do agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, this takeover bid needs sorting out. It's been hanging over their heads now for ages.
Yeah.
And, it needs more investment. The owners aren't putting the investment in that it needs. And just the whole situation bleeds through down to the management, the coaching, the players, and inevitably the fans, And, yeah, they just need that stability. But who is talking about the right people? That's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah. Well, you said that from the Qatar Grand Prix. So,
okay.
Because he was at Qatar last week, wasn't he? Watching the GP.
Do you think he'd give him stability if he came back, Beckham?
So next, Ben 10, as we call him, Eric Ten Hag insists managing United is not a hard job.
Right, well, if it's not that hard, why are we not getting the results?
Exactly. I think...
If it's not such a hard job, United should be in that number 1 spot.
What I think is just managing any club will be a hard job.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. It's a very stressful job.
Like, take Mac, for example, right? We have Mark Duffy at the wheel, right? He's obviously trying to get us at the top, to get us promotion again.
Okay.
And that will be a hard job. So, and we're 2 leagues off from National League. So, obviously, it's going to be hard. Managing any club's going to be hard. So
it is when you're that far down, though, because you've got financial constraints and you need to be consistent as well doing that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, United, they're a Premier League club.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be hard anyway.
Yeah.
And it'll be the same for City, it'll be the same for Liverpool, it'll be the same for every club.
Yeah.
So why are you saying that is just beyond me.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of a dumb statement if you ask me. I mean, if it's not such an hard job, that means you've got continuity with you and your team.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you look at the results, I don't think there's much continuity going on there.
Yeah.
Okay, go on. What's next?
Next, this is the last one. This morning, Mac have agreed terms with former Chesterfield, AFC Fylde and Bradford City striker Danny Rowe.
No.
Now, what I've seen on Twitter, he's a pretty good striker.
Right.
He's obviously had experience in League Two.
I won't pretend to know this player. I'll be honest, I've not done any research on him, so I can't really put a lot of input into that. I'm sorry.
So what I'm hoping is we currently need a striker because we obviously our last game was away and our next 3 or 4 games are away.
You sold all your strikers, didn't you?
Pretty much, yeah. So our last game we played. Who was it? I forgot what they were called. But we were 3-0 up first half. Then second half, they scored 4.
Oh dear.
So we lost.
It's a funny lead that is, 3-0. If you go in at 3-0 at half time, you're up. You kind of take your foot off the gas. You think we've got this one in the bag. I remember, I've probably said this before on the podcast. I do remember a certain game when Alex Ferguson was in charge of United and he was playing Tottenham. In the first half, Tottenham absolutely demolished them. They went in 3-0 up at half time.
Yeah.
And I genuinely thought, game over.
Yeah.
But Alex Ferguson, being Alex Ferguson, he had a way to navigate and inspire his players. And it was a long time ago, but I do seem to remember United coming out and the result of that game was 5-3 United. He smashed 5 past them in the second half. So, yeah, it's a funny league, 3-0.
Yeah, we played Radcliffe, who are in Greater Manchester. So, also with what I was seeing with that is they were a pretty good side, apparently. Yeah. They were pretty much equally as good as us. Mm-hmm. So, that game could have gone anywhere. That could have gone win to us, win to them, which it did.
But you need, like I say, 3-0, funny lead at half time, and you got to stay consistent. And my only guess is there that they probably thought 3-0 up, we've got this one in the bag. Take your foot off the gas. As soon as the other team starts playing good, you lose your way. Mm-hmm. And before you know it, if you're not consistent and got any continuity, you're going to leak goals, and that's what happened.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Yep.
But we do have an announcement, don't we, Dad?
Oh, yes, we do. We do. Well, what is it, Mo? Go on.
So, me and Dad have decided to mix basically an F1 channel with this channel that you're watching.
So, all you lovely peoples out there who's listening to us are not only going to get our dad and daughter podcast predictions.
You not only get our football talk, you will also get Formula 1 talk.
Mm-hmm.
maybe also a little bit of boxing in there as well, because we
Possibly.
like boxing as well, don't we?
Absolutely, yeah.
So basically what we're doing is we are basically rebranding the channel, basically. So you'll still get the podcast, you'll just get football and F1 in there.
You'll just get more content.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll enjoy it lots.
And I'll still be doing the football vlogs as well, so there's basically no change with the football.
Or incidentally, is there a Met game on this Saturday?
Yes, there is, but it's away.
Oh, it's away.
So I will not be going. So yeah, we just mixing football, mixing the channel with football and F1. So you'll still get the vlog, you'll still get the podcast. We're just putting a little bit of F1 in there.
Bit of F1, bit of extra content. So if you are listening and watching, give us the big thumbs up. Let us know what you think. Comments are always appreciative, so we know where feedback, yeah, so we know where we're going right and where we're going wrong.
So yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like Dad said. You subscribe. We've got much more content coming out now. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe, and follow the podcast on Spotify.
Absolutely.
That's always an important one. Look out for more content. So yeah.
Okay. Well, it's been a
good one.
It's been a good one.
An eventful one. So yeah.
So it's bye-bye from Dad.
And it's see ya from Beau.
Till next time, peeps.
See ya.